Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Count or return characters. You can use arrays to count how many characters are in a text string, or even find the shortest and longest text strings. As a bonus, we use the concat function to convert the text strings into a proper sentence. Here is the concat string I showed you before. They're using the old school concatenate. I use concatenate, but you can use the concat. We go into functions here. Just type in con. You're going to see concat and concatenate. They do the same thing. How does this work? Concatenate C9. Let's go into the formula bar and hit FX. The best way to do this when you're doing concat, it's just easier for the steps, because in this case, we want to capture data over here in C9, row 9, 10, 11, and 12, as opposed to using Alt Enter to break the line. To concatenate this, we use concatenate, and then we go to C9, which is this row. We want a space, and then because bunch doesn't have a space, we need to put a space between A and the start of this new series. To the next box, tap, and put in a quote. We go to the next row. We do the same thing until we're done. If you get stuck or you need to move down, you can go all the way down to 255 characters within this concat. Here it stops at C13 or number 9. Hit enter. There is a concatenated sentence. Keep in mind, this is still in a formula format. If you wanted to use it, always remember to hit copy and then paste special. Remember, copy, paste special. This way the concat is gone and now you have a text string. When you want to count the characters here, you remember the length when we were talking about text in that session? We were just using the length, the len function. Well, what if you want to count? Simply use sum and the length. Length is going to look at all these numbers. The sum will sum them up. How about you want to find the longest string? You're going to use the index match function. There's a few other functions in here that you want to incorporate. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to find the max length. Find the longest text in a string. What we have is an index match feature. Don't let this intimidate you. Just take it one step at a time. What's match trying to do? We have a lookup value, and then we have a lookup array, and then we have a voluntary match type, which is 0, and that would be an exact match. You always want to go from the inside out. So here we have a lookup array, and that's length C9, C13. That's what match is asking for. And then what's it looking for? It's looking for the max lookup value. If we highlight this and hit F9, we see 9, 19, 13, 9, and 16. What is that? Well, there's 9 characters in the first row. There's 19 in the second row, and so on and so forth. That's the lookup value match has found. What's the lookup value? Well, the max length C9 to C13 is what it's trying to find. It finds 19. Once match has found longest text, what does index do? Index finds the array C9, C13. So it's going to look in this range. What's it asking for? It's asking for whatever's in match. And match is 19. How do we know? Go to match. We can go to index array, row number. This is the row number. Remember I said we're trying to find the row number. Hit F9. It's in row 2. That's as simple as it gets. Index will look at this, the range here, C9 to C13, and it will pick number 2. And number 2 is a bunch of cells and that's find the longest text string in a range of cells. You can find the shortest by using min, and you can use average, which is just simply average the length, C13. Remember we had sum. Here we have the average. Any of these formulas will work with a legacy Excel application. Brad Williams, Excel Prime. See you soon.